Have you ever wondered why so many Americans are fleeing certain areas? A question that has been on the minds of many as we witness an intriguing phenomenon unfolding right before our eyes. This is the tale of what some are calling the Great American Exodus. Over the past few years, the United States has been experiencing a significant population shift. It's not the first time in history that we've seen such changes, but the scale and speed of this movement are indeed noteworthy. People, families, businesses, they're all on the move, leaving behind places they once called home. This isn't a sporadic random relocation. No, this is a trend, a pattern that's been steadily gaining momentum. Now you might be wondering, where exactly are these people going? Is it the rural areas that are losing their charm, or are the cities losing their allure? Well, the answer isn't quite as simple. It's a mix of both and then some. Some are moving from the Rust Belt to the Sun Belt. Others are ditching the coasts for the heartland. It's a complex tapestry of migration, woven with threads of economic, social and environmental factors. And it's not just about where people are moving from, it's equally important to understand where they're moving to. Are they flocking to bustling urban jungles or seeking solace in quieter, smaller towns? Are they chasing economic opportunities or escaping high costs of living? The answers to these questions form a crucial part of our story. But this isn't just about numbers and patterns, it's about real people making real decisions that impact their lives. It's about the communities that are left behind and the new ones that are being formed. It's about the changing face of America. In the grand scheme of things, this wave of migration is reshaping the demographic, economic and political landscape of the United States. It's a shift that's affecting every corner of the country in ways we are just beginning to understand. It's clear that there's a significant shift happening, but what are the factors driving this exodus? That's the question we'll be exploring in the next part of our journey, so stay tuned as we dive deeper into the causes and consequences of the Great American Exodus. As with any mass migration, there are push factors that make people want to leave. Let's delve into these reasons that are causing a significant number of Americans to pack their bags and bid farewell to their homes. The first and perhaps the most influential factor is the high cost of living. This isn't just about the skyrocketing prices of avocados or your morning latte, but something much more fundamental. Housing, healthcare, and education costs have been on a steady rise over the past few decades, making it tougher for many to make ends meet. Next up, we have poor job opportunities. The American dream of climbing the socio-economic ladder seems to be slipping away from many. With automation and outsourcing eating into traditional job markets, and the growing gig economy providing little in terms of job security or benefits, it's no wonder that many are seeking greener pastures. We cannot overlook the impact of natural disasters too. Wildfires, hurricanes and floods have become all too common. And while Mother Nature doesn't discriminate, the aftermath of these disasters often hits the less privileged harder, pushing them to seek safer havens. And then there's the issue of crime and safety. While the overall crime rate has been decreasing over the years, there are still areas where crime rates are worryingly high. The fear of falling victim to a crime can be a strong deterrent, pushing people to move to safer neighborhoods or even different states. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are those who are leaving their homes in search of a better quality of life. They're looking for a slower pace, more space or a sense of community that's often lacking in bigger cities. These are just a few of the many push factors driving this great American exodus. But remember, these factors don't operate in isolation. They intertwine and interact in complex ways, often amplifying each other. These push factors are only half the story. Let's now turn our attention to the pull factors. While push factors can drive people away, pull factors are what attract them to new places. Now, let's delve into the aspects that are magnetizing Americans to other areas. It's not just about escaping the negatives of their current location. It's also about the allure of the positives elsewhere. First and foremost, one of the most potent pull factors is the lower cost of living. Many Americans are finding that their money stretches much further in other regions, Less money spent on rent or mortgage payments, groceries and utilities can translate into a better quality of life. Think about it. Wouldn't it be nice to have some extra cash in your pocket at the end of each month? Next up, we have better job opportunities. Some regions are becoming hotbeds for specific industries. Tech companies are flocking to Texas, while financial services are booming in Florida. These burgeoning sectors are creating a wealth of job opportunities, attracting Americans in search of a prosperous career path. Moreover, let's not forget the appeal of a more favorable climate. Many people are drawn to regions with milder winters, less humidity, or more sunny days. It's a simple truth. Weather can dramatically impact our daily lives and overall well-being. Lastly, the pull of a better lifestyle should not be underestimated. This could mean a slower pace of life, better access to nature, or a more tight-knit community. For some, it's about escaping the hustle and bustle of city life. For others, it's about finding a place where they feel they truly belong. Expert opinions and data back up these points. For instance, economists highlight the trend of Americans moving to areas with lower living costs and robust job markets. Meanwhile, psychologists point out the benefits of living in a climate and community that align with one's preferences. So we've seen why people are leaving and where they're going. Now let's examine the impact of this migration. Every action has a reaction, and this mass migration is no different. Just as a stone thrown into a pond creates ripples, the exodus of Americans from certain areas has set in motion a series of effects that resonate far beyond the individuals involved. These effects, both positive and negative, are felt in the regions they're leaving and the ones they're moving to, impacting economic, social and environmental aspects. Let's take the economy for starters. When people leave, they take their spending power with them. The regions they leave behind could experience a drop in demand for goods and services, leading to potential business closures and job losses. On the flip side, the regions they move to may see an uptick in economic activity, with new businesses opening to cater to the influx of new residents. The social fabric of these regions is also affected. In areas experiencing depopulation, community bonds may weaken as neighbours move away, and vital services like schools and hospitals might struggle to stay open. But in areas where population is growing, there could be a vibrant mix of cultures and ideas, leading to a rich, diverse community. Environmentally, the impact could be twofold. Areas left behind might see a reduction in pollution and congestion, providing a chance for nature to reclaim spaces. However, this could be offset by the environmental pressure on the areas gaining population, as infrastructure expands to accommodate the new arrivals, potentially leading to habitat loss and increased pollution. Yet, these effects are not always straightforward. For example, a decrease in population could also lead to property price drops, making the area more attractive to new residents or investors. Equally, an increase in population could put pressure on housing availability and affordability in the destination regions. The effects of this exodus are far-reaching and complex, but what does this mean for the future of the United States? The patterns of migration we're seeing today could shape the future of America. As we glimpse into the crystal ball of possibilities, we can't help but recognize that the great American exodus could have dramatic ripple effects across the nation's economy, politics, and cultural landscape. Consider the economy. As more people move from one region to another, they carry with them not just their belongings, but their skills, their talents, and their entrepreneurial spirit. This could lead to a redistribution of economic power, with once dominant regions potentially losing their grip and previously less influential areas rising to prominence. The shifting demographics may also spur innovation and foster competition, as new ideas and perspectives are brought to the table. In the sphere of politics, the migration trend could redraw the political map of America. As populations shift, so do the demographics of voters. This could lead to a change in the balance of power, with states gaining or losing political influence based on their population changes. The shifts could also affect the political climate, with new voices and viewpoints shaping policy and legislation. And let's not forget culture. America has always been a melting pot, a blend of diverse cultures, traditions and ideas. The Great American Exodus could serve to further enrich this cultural tapestry. As people move and mingle, they share and absorb different ways of life, creating a richer, more diverse cultural landscape. While it's impossible to predict the future with absolute certainty, one thing is clear. The Great American Exodus is a phenomenon that could have profound implications for the country. Today's migration patterns might just be a snapshot, a moment in time. But remember, it's these moments, these snapshots, that come together to create the bigger picture, the future of America.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Turn on notification and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.